want to type, want to do this, want to do that. Went through a whole lot of everything, emotions and crazy. I set up like a disaster this morning, and it was a terrible cascade of emotions and events and torrents and everything like that. But ultimately, because of the self-induced suffering, I leveled up because I learned from all the possible consequences. So basically where I'm at is I had a lash out, and I got this bad habit of knowing that our sound waves carry through dimensions, and sound is energy, and sound are wavelengths, and basically that's like everything is sound if you think about it. So when I shout, and I know God's listening, right? The problem is I was using this sweet girl as like the conduit of the listeners, assuming like, you know, the keepers of the arcane that we don't really understand is the ones I feel who are like, I don't know, the fucking scientists with an experiment of our evolution, right? So anyways, what I ended up doing was I talked some toxic, self-hating, just fucking deplorable rhetoric for a guy who allegedly thinks he's in the position that he should be, or, you know, I was like, I'm so sick of getting fucked with that, you know, maybe I should just swallow a bunch of sleeping pills. And it was a terrible childlike bluff because I've already made it well established that, like, I fucking got a fucking job to do, and I might waver, but I'll never fucking give up, right? So taking the easy way out is giving up, right? It never happened, but the fact that I even said it is just, like, very disheartening for morale. Anyways, it's a long story short, but through sorcery and fuckery, God's plan, where I have a moment where I think that this divine shit that happens that's so like not circumstantial or coincidental. Well, I'm pointing fingers at like us, the troops on the fucking ground, thinking that like my own crew's running against me sometimes, just trying to help me level up, and I got mad at. Long story short, I basically went and saw an old mentor buddy, fucking. You know, who knows, right? Guy up to something and a lot of good for a long time. But my night with him drained me. And this girl who was going to be my road trip companion put up with my buffoonery already and was still like enduring the trip. She didn't do anything wrong, just fucking being polite and chilled in the back of the car. And I had a tantrum. And it was kind of directed at her, or at everyone through her, but actually speaking to the spirits. I'm gonna keep my conversations like pretty fucking low leveled, right? So there's us, there's spirits, and then there's whatever else you want to make of it. And I got crushed emotionally for a little bit, but it didn't take long. And as soon as she got a ride to where she was going, I was left alone. I immediately knew it was wrong. And then I reevaluated the whole construct of things, right? Like maybe just because I leveled up so fast, I've spent most of my time going, holy shit. So I'm just like constantly going to keep running into these great, amazing people who are sensei. And I am like fucking little yellow belt, just learning my Tewaza Kata and shit like that, jiu-jitsu class or whatever. It's not like that anymore. But I had a really fucked up transition. And now realizing the accountability of like, I know I'm whimpering about this. I'm just going to get this part through so I can get to the rest. But the reason that my car broke down for fucking the way it did and the system that it did, it wasn't like I wasn't on some episode of Punk where people were fucking with me. That was like up there spiritual shit. But like, and the reason that it happened, and I needed to go through all this terrible shit and fucking let you guys down with some fucking loser talk, even if it was brief. You can't unsay what you said. I get it, but I can justify, rationalize, whatever. I could just go, that's some fucking lame shit. Immediately stepped away, like the spin. All right. The reason it all happened is because, like I said, at the end of this era, or in the start of this era, at the end of the last one, I volunteered as this conduit, right? The conduit for the condemned, because according to old scriptures, right, there's a certain way you fit or you don't, and a lot of us weren't gonna make it, right? Drug users, people who speed, swingers. Every religion cancels each other out, so technically, how the fuck do you get to heaven if you chose the wrong one? Like, right? So, the conduit for the condemned, which is almost every single living human being. It's hard to be perfect. I sat on that road. Every person who drove by me, whether woken or not aware, it's like I get like this spiritual transference through proximity. And like that's why I sat on the road. And instead of like reaching out and trying to throw Hail Marys to my family and shit, like I called a couple of my buddies just to see whatever. But like 5-10 minutes after caller Mars, she got a ride to where she needed to go. Going, oh, I can't believe you just acted like that. Your monster, self-hate, image, terror, whatever. I just snapped out of it. I was like, I'm going to sit here and hope for a good Samaritan, which would be great. And I just got comfortable, and I was actually like sonar with my eyes closed. I could feel energy of vehicles and with the people inside of them coming and going all day. And I really enjoyed it. And I felt like it was, whether people are aware or not, like some sort of transference. Like I kind of like charge up, feeling every spirit wisp by me. And I don't know if I also get like an implied or inferred like will, right? Because trying to represent what's right for everyone, it's really hard with just one set of words. And then you're getting selfish, thinking about my own evolution and designs and whatever, but knowing that the power it's everyone but mine. It's my job to like say what needs to be said properly. Of course, there's no fucking script given to me. So I just imagine that because I'm aware of spiritual energy, that I can like get my spirit can grab some script. Making alchemy happen. Okay, fucking long introduction to and sorry and whoopsies and blah blah blah. I'm trying to make alchemy happen. And there's a lot of people out there that are just like, they're so ready to call bullshit and do it the old-fashioned way. The fucking swing them on a tree, you know? And it proves the point. It really does. It really does. And there'll come a point where I'll get beat down publicly so many times and yield, so to speak, that, don't even have my smokes. Oh, yeah, maybe I do. I might look like a bitch to some people in some people's eyes, but like being Aries and whatever, like it's just take it. And when it's enough, it's enough, right? And I don't ever want that to be the option. And through that, I've realized that like this thing alchemy that I talk about. Long story, right? Never fight if you can avoid it, but if you absolutely have to, make sure you do such a good goddamn job that nobody else ever wants to fight you again, right? That's okay. So, car broke down. Magic, spirit magic. Maybe coincidence, but I don't believe in that word. And I sat on the highway all day, and I think it was meant to happen, ordained, like God level shit, right? Not anyone's fault. That's my problem. This is I pointed the finger at you guys. And at this sweet girl who did nothing but fucking help me ride through some tough moments. And it's behavior that's got to level up, all right? I get that. But it all happened so that not only through the charge of being around so many people when I have been desolate, but I also experienced a slight as like a citizen, right? I'm aware when my car was pulled over, it was a high traffic area, but I did my best to get out of the way. No money, just trying to get back on my feet. And because I ran out of gas, a police officer impounded my car, and I don't have any way to get get it taken care of. Right now, I'm gonna do what I can. I'm thinking I might just fucking go back into town and hold a sign telling the truth, like cars in, cars in impound. And I'll see if I can get fucking change at an intersection all day, whatever. It's not about me getting my car out of the impound. It's about connecting the dots. And the reason that I was there and that all that shit happened was because this world is changing, and as people slowly start to climb into their affirmations and realize that we can totally disagree as long as we can cooperate. It's still okay, right? I only imagine my situation and is so close to so many different other ones on so many different levels, where like a normal citizen or civilian, whatever you want to call yourself, just a fucking sovereign human being, because of your inconveniences, you get punished for it, right? So mine literally, for instance, was ran out of gas, battery problem. I don't know why. So if somebody could have I was waiting for the Good Samaritan. If somebody would have just gave me a boost, $5 thing of Jerry again, I could have even e-transferred them, and that would have got me to a store. Waited it out, didn't happen. Instead, the cop showed up, and now it has to go to the impound. Allegedly, right? I kind of asked, I'm like, is there a rule? Do I get like 12 hours or something? He's just like, no, it's a high traffic area, so there's no time limit for us getting it out of here. Well, okay, if that's true, I should be able to see like the law shit right there, right in front of me. So there is no ever disputable. It's not authority versus fucking persuasion of controlling an individual at all, right? It should be it is what it is, and it should be shown to anybody who's being told that you must obey these rules because it's written. And if there's a problem with that happening, then we can always take it to the writing and fucking redraw that shit. When it's open to interpretation, what I was told versus what I requested to see didn't present itself. This cop wasn't a total douchebag or anything, but it shows where that flex, that grace that people are given to use your own judgment, and I trust your judgment, etc., right? Well, it shows that somewhere along the way how easily misconstrued that gets, and then we get into all sorts of police brutality and shit like that. But it's not even authoritative positions. But all this being said, I'm totally trailing and tapering off in many different directions, thinking about lots of things. I'm going through a lot emotionally and spiritually right now. Growing a lot and really starting to figure things for even more than I imagined. And everybody out there has about a year in their own demographic that they represent. We got about a year. I had a phone call with some other people a while back, so we got 11 months maybe. Yeah. I don't care if you're gangsters or if you're cops, or if you're fucking Nikes running fucking sweatshops. Like, wherever you are, to whatever crew you're with, you gotta be virtuous, right? And like, so the whole police system, right, it's to serve and protect. So this is an obvious one, okay? Because I ran out of gas, an inconvenience, and I guess an oversight on my end, right? But because I ran out of gas, I'm now forced to pay like money I don't have, or while I wait, as it continues to rack up, it's just more and more money against me. And it's like the system is obviously designed to fucking inconvenience us, to say the least, right? So, to serve and fucking protect, that's bullshit. What happened to me should have been like, hey man, you seriously got money, but not enough for a tow bill? Well, I'm a cop on the side of the road, so maybe since I'm out here helping people, I don't give a fuck what the old shit says in the fucking courtroom where judges have made up, right? Call tow truck to boost this guy and get him on his way. That's serving and protecting, right? And that could be so many fucking situations out there in the world. I know racism exists, and I'm sure that's where it's really got pushed to the limit. This video is not what I thought it would be, but I'm like, alerting as I'm talking. 1 year. 1 year. Almost every conversation, I feel really drained because every conversation I get into, not every, that's not even trying to tell you the truth. A lot of the conversations that I get into are people just rearing at me with like the fucking, this is the problem and this is the, like the pointing fingers, the flagging, the false flagging, right? As soon as we start dividing ourselves by anything, we got to get rid of these guys because of that. We got to help each other. So, fuck, man. There's a new page coming, and I can't hold back all these demons if the people who are kind of like through government and whatever establishment, police, and especially police, right? If this message is for you guys, this message is really for the cops, right? Because trust me, it's not even gangsters anymore, right? It's the civilian populace is ready to see fucking politicians swinging from trees to make points, okay? And it's not just one country, it's the whole fucking world. And I would really, really, really like the virtuous, stand-up, amazing police officers out there to just... I've seen some of those videos where sheriffs are like, I don't give a fuck, this is wrong and weird, whatever they're talking about, but they're doing what's right. And like, if you guys could clean your own house first and then just talk with the community town hall style, and like, I don't give a fuck what courtrooms say. It's not that serious. It's just like, if the system wants to adapt for what's happening, like if the system is really ready to adapt, it's always got to be productive and helpful. I gave it a try. This isn't the time for the video. I'll save it, but I'm not even going to need to post it. It's not about that anymore. It'll all be for me. My problem is easy. I can get to Spruce, $100, and then I could just fucking... I've never begged for change before. I tried it once. Sat at a gas station for a bit out of the town, and I was like, nah, not for me. Omens told me, don't do it. You don't need to. But if I got to, I'll just fucking hold aside, see if I can get some change and pay my bill. My problem's my problem. Everybody has a problem. Everybody has an answer. Everybody has a dream. And no one person can like really fucking figure it all out, except for like, what do our eyes see, right? What can we fix that's around us? And all I know is I need to fix me. I need to just maintain who I am. I need to not worry about what other people say to me. Like, I know, like, I really hurt myself by the way that I realized that I hurt everyone when I had my blow up this morning. But that ain't the fucking time to try to capitalize on me either. Right? I get it. When you hurt yourself, we lash out. I fucked up. Well, I messed up, but I immediately chewed on it. So it's not a fuck up. It just shook the boat. Didn't fucking tip it. This all happens for a reason. When I'm more collected, I'll have more answers. But right now, what I want... Well, actually, it's not what I want. What I need is... self-love, right? I'm like okay with me. And I know that it was a fall down. That's okay. Getting back up is always the best part. I know a lot of amazing police officers. I also know that there's lots of terrible ones. You guys can sort yourself out. We need you. We need you at those fucking truck rallies. We need you back in the people. And then, well, it's done. It's done. Without your guys' full fucking cooperation in the destruction of corruption, I can't control what's coming. It's it's some real shit. It's some real shit. I want everyone to get along. I want everyone to blossom and bloom. And I want to I just want to say I'm sorry. And I've been saying sorry. I've been throwing that word out a lot. Sorry. But I really am sorry for lashing out. I see the world a lot differently than people. And I'm not saying I see it better than other people or anything, but I can be better and I will be better. I charge up and then I give it away. And then I charge up and I give it away. Sometimes when I feel drained and I'm just like I'm fucking beat and exhausted and I bite the hand that feeds me, you know? I'm a fucking junkyard. I'm a stray dog. I'm a pound dog anyways, right? I'm working on it. I'm getting better. I'm starting to understand it. And I'm not even I don't know. It's I don't know. It's not right to be inconsistent, but I've been inconsistent this whole time, so it's kind of consistent in my inconsistent inconsistencies, right? Consistent inconsistencies, yeah. I don't want to tuck and run. I don't really understand what people want of me right now. Don't give a fuck. I'm always doing it the wrong way according to somebody else's plan, but cut keys. Trust the people you hand them to. And if they step out of line, be accountable to it. Fuck. Every day's a new day. I'll hit record again after some sunlight. It's tough. It's tough. But if we can save the world without confrontation, we're like that fucking close to divine, okay? Because that's really where like enlightenment happens. Where like we don't kill the old ideas to just kind of superficially plant these, you know, fucking whatevers, right? Of course they look like they stand tall when you fucking bulldozed everything else. But if we can integrate what we got into where we're going, that's like a worldwide level up. You guys understand? And I'm sorry it took me so long to get to that, but that's what I meant. I guess I'm going to take just a little bit of self-time evaluation and figure out how to get involved as proactively as possible so I can go out there and find more leaders and do what I do best. And that's just really pumping someone up, because I was given a gift and I've been using it wrong, right? Spend way too much time thinking where this is going to get rather than like how well the interactions and radiating the love and stuff can get to. one guy can only have one conversation at a time. So the more people I feel empowered through the conversations that we get, the faster the real work gets done. This is the defeated me presenting himself. It's okay. To err is mortal, but to forgive is divine. Quote in El Dorado. Well, I don't know. It's a real quote, but that's where I heard it first. So just when you see guys that when you see people that you really look up to and admire, and you know that they're not being the person you wanted to see, or they're not that role model image in your mind. It can be disheartening and wavering, but it should also be reassuring, because then you don't feel like there's something better than you, right? If you can relate their misery or their misbehaviors into something that's more just believable, it's okay. I don't fucking know. You know what? Words, chirp, chirp. I'm starting to communicate psychically, and it's a fucking trip. It's a real trip. And when you get real up there are people who operate from their ivory fucking towers, and they will fuck with you. When you get into these higher levels, it's like you're playing a video game, right? And you're running around with your sword, and you're level 15 fucking explorer, and you think everything's all good. You come across one of those weird monsters, and he's got like a level 75 red fucking thing over his head, right? There are people out there who will fuck with you. And that's probably what I've been going through is a little bit of psychic. Let's explore you know what it is, right? It's fucking holding the candle in the dark. And in the scary cave, right? You're exploring these realms of reality that most people wouldn't ever imagine existed. And when you try to come back down and you're talking to everybody on ground level, so to speak, like our meeting place, you can blunder. And that's what I've done. But it certainly wasn't the best of me that I was today. But through all of this misery, that you would call it, that I went through, this demeanor, this character behavior, I will have time to fucking work it out and see where all the weaknesses were, so that I can, of course, strengthen everything as a whole. That's why I'm recording this video, because I get to see myself like this, and I get to remind myself that, yeah, dude, you put it all down, and you don't fucking edit nothing. You don't smudge anything. Even if you fucking did a shitty job of being yourself, you journaled it, right? So this is a very important kind of video for me to fucking put down, so I can remember it. And ultimately I can just be a better me. Thank you for patience. If I lost support from people, I really hope that your answer isn't like, fuck this pussy, we're gonna do it this one fucking linear way, and people get hurt, right? If that's your answer, or if that's your conclusion, damn, that sucks, because I still think that I got a long haul ahead of me, and I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna fire off every fucking idea that's fucking possible, to make sure that anyone who looks like the villain gets an opportunity to fucking fuck, swearing a lot. But yeah, anybody who looks like the bad guy can get a chance to, not be the bad guy anymore. So, derp. 11 months. 11 months to ship up or ship out. I ain't scared. Like everything that's happening is already fucking happened. It is the most turbulent time for human consciousness. There is this huge fucking void, but it's not forever. It's like, can you imagine a starship traveling through the galaxy, but there's this huge section where there are no stars for many, many, many light years. Everywhere you look outside the spaceship, it's pure blackness, and it rattles the fucking brain. But if you've watched enough Star Trek episodes, they always fucking make it. They always make it through. And it's okay that I'm being like this. I'm just going to let it go. And take some me time. But never stop. Never fucking stop. Put some wind in the wrong directions. Can't take it back. But I'll get back up. And there's a lot of people out there that are already their own answers. And I'm really proud of everyone out there. And I think it's time for me to kind of, what's that thing, just get quiet, go hustle, do the grind, and then, show it up when it's there. Fuck it, man. Whatever. Record, stop, pause. Up, down, left, right, whatever.